Welcome, welcome back, or welcome for the first time, depending on how you found us and how you found your way here. My name is Samuel, and this is Waiting They Happen, a space where we talk about life as Nigerian abroad. Not the curated version, not the thank God for the journey highlight reel. Though we thank God here, but the real version, the full version, the messy, the funny, sometimes painful, always real version. This episode, it marks a relaunch, a new structure, a new schedule, a new commitment to showing up for this community. We are showing up for the community consistently. And I want to start this new chapter in the most honest way I know how. By asking the question that sits underneath everything else we are going to talk about over the coming weeks. What does it actually mean to be Naija abroad in 2026? Not how far we've come. Not are we doing well. The deeper question, who are we? Who are we really when we are between two worlds? That's what this episode is about. And we are going to get into it properly. I want to start with the question that I think every one of us has, we've all sat with at some point, even if we've never said it out loud. Where precisely is home? Now, on the surface, that sounds simple. Nigeria. That's home. That's where family is. That's where the food actually tastes like it should. That's where you walk in somewhere and people just get you without explanation. But then, you've been abroad for 5 years, or 10, or 15. And something starts to shift. You go back for Christmas and everything feels simultaneously exactly the same and completely different. The noise, the heat, the energy, you miss it. But the day-to-day, the traffic, the uncertainty, something in your body has adjusted to a different space. And then you come back here and England is familiar. The routine, the system, the way things work, but it's not yours exactly the way Nigeria is yours. You belong here operationally, but you belong there spiritually too. And the honest truth is that most of us, we are walking around carrying both. Let's face it. There's a word some people use, third culture. The idea that when you live between two cultures long enough, you don't fully belong to either. But you've built a third space that's entirely your own. The third space is what I think this channel is really for. To be clear about this, I'm not saying this to make anyone feel displaced or sad about it. I'm saying it because naming it honestly is the first step to owning it with pride instead of confusion. You are not half here and half there. You are a whole, just with more depth than most people carry. That's not a burden. That's actually something remarkable. But we have to talk. We have to talk about it. Because the alternative is carrying it quietly. And that has a cost. Let's also look at the pressure cooker. Let me talk about pressure. Because the identity question doesn't exist in a vacuum. It lives right inside the middle of several different pressures that don't let up. The first is financial pressure from home. The expectation, sometimes spoken, sometimes completely unspoken. That's because you are abroad. You are automatically doing well. And therefore, you should be helping, sending, contributing, building the house, paying for the school fees, topping up the asoebi money. And if you don't or you can't, I dare say, there is a quiet judgment that follows it. What is the point of going abroad if not this? The second pressure is cultural expectation from your own family. The timeline they have for you or for your life, the marriage, the children, the career progression, the visits home. None of it has been updated to account for the cost of living here, the demands of the job you've taken on, the reality of building something new from scratch, the mental image they have of your life, and the actual life you are living. They are often two very different things. And then there is the third pressure, which actually is the most exhausting because it's invisible. The pressure to integrate, to be professional enough, to adjust enough, palatable enough, British enough, without losing the parts of yourself that matter most. To code switch without losing the thread of who you actually are underneath and the switching. Now, here is what I want to say about all three of those pressures. They are real and they are not going away. But they don't have to run you. The moment you name them, the moment you say this is what I'm navigating, they lose a little bit of their power over you. And talking about them here together, it means nobody has to navigate them in silence. That's the essence of this. Which brings me to something new. Something new we are introducing starting this week. And that will be the third segment. Why we are talking about love wahala now. Every Tuesday from this week, we are opening up a conversation called Love Wahala. And I want to explain why. Because it matters. Everything I just described, the identity question, the financial pressure, the cultural expectation, all of it All of it collides most intensely inside our closest relationships, inside our marriages, our partnerships, our family dynamics. We talk about a lot of things openly in our community. We debate politics, we talk about money, we argue about jollof rice. But the inside of our relationship, we don't discuss that enough. The strain that builds when two people are both carrying diaspora pressure while also trying to build something together. We don't talk about that enough. That we mostly keep closed doors. And the consequences of that silence is that people feel alone in situations that are actually incredibly common. Love Wahala is not a gossip session. It's not about shame or drama. It's about opening, honest conversations about what relationships, marriages, and yes, sometimes divorces look like when you are living this life abroad. No judgment, no filter. It's real talk. We are starting this short version of that conversation on Tuesday and every Saturday. This long form, the long form of the episode is the space where we go deep. This is what this channel is for. Not to tell you what to think or how to live, but to create a space where the things we are already thinking about get said, where we say them out loud. So, welcome to the Relaunch. Welcome to this new chapter of Wetin Dey Happen. If you are watching this and it's your first time here, subscribe. Come back, please. This is a community, not just a channel. This is a community, not just a channel. The more of us who are part of the conversation, the richer it gets. And if you've been here before, thank you. Thank you for being patient, for coming back, for being willing to see what this next chapter looks like. Thank you. Please, I'm pleading with you. Drop a comment below. Tell me where you are watching from and one word that describes what home means to you right now. I genuinely want to know. I see you on Tuesday for the first Love Wahala. And that, my friend, is Wetin Dey Happen.